How's everyone doing today? Back on the banks today for a couple of hours. Me and my son Matthew. I was away last weekend there up in Bundoran and I was fishing for bass and all, but didn't get nothing. It's hard going for 2 days. But since I come home, my son Matthew's been asking me to go, so I just said, you know what, I'll take the opportunity to come out today. He wanted to fish for a few roach. And I said, sure, I'll give the tench a bash myself and see what happens. We're in a new location anyway, and I'm just testing it here. I was told there was tench here, but I'm not 100% sure if there is. But, plenty of ground bait out there anyway, and worms and all. Going to be using, but see how we get on. There is a bit of activity in the water, a small bit of activity, not too much. But I suppose it is only going on. It's only 8:30 actually. But yeah, I would love to catch another tench though from this spot. Never caught anything from here before. Maybe a couple of roach or that. But we'll see how we get on anyway. It's absolutely a lovely evening now. It's just at the moment though, this spot is very weedy, so I'm not sure with that. But how's your fishing going at the minute? Are you catching much? You can comment below. You can like and share if you want, and subscribe would be helpful if you want as well. And we can help each other out on the channel. I'm going to bring you a word for today anyway, as I always do on the channel. First and foremost, it's you know, we serve a great God that created the whole heavens and the earth. And you know, this channel is about fishing, but it's about God as well. You know, it's for God. This channel is served for God, so you know, there might be people out there struggling today and need to hear the gospel. I need to hear about Jesus. I need to find out about salvation. Well, that's what this channel is about. But your word for today anyway, it's in Acts 20 verse 24. However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me. The task of testifying the good news of God's grace. You know, I always say we can enjoy a lot of things in life. You know, fishing's one of them for me. Going out in the boat, fishing off the boat, it's great. You know, helping out at church, at your local church, and helping friends, and you can go to different events, conferences. You could be catching loads of fish on the bank, spending loads of time with your family. But you know, if Jesus is not in the centre and you're not running the race, it's not worth it. You're serving self, and you know, we are imperfect people. But when we have Jesus at the centre and we serve Him, we run the race and preach the good news to the lost till the end of our days, and then we receive that reward of heaven, and we will receive Christ himself. So I hope that helps you today, and if you have any questions, like I say, you can comment below. You can subscribe to follow along. I want to hear more about Christ himself. 14 years ago back, 15 years ago back, I found Christ myself in a treatment centre. But I was in a very, very low place, in a very dark place when I found him. And I was in the quietness in the middle of nowhere. No, for a matter of fact, he found me. You know, it was him that chose me, not me. I accepted when he called me. So it's something that we have to accept when God calls us. So yeah, I hope that helps you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm not going to do a real long video today. I'm going to try and break it down and see what happens. Hopefully we have a nice fish to show you from my son or myself. Is that right, Match? Match was mad catching another roach. He's a couple of roach. He likes catching roach. My son David caught some lovely tench there the last day as well, and myself did as well. But yeah, the rod I'm using, I got this rod from Wild Hunter a few weeks ago back because I knew I was going to go at the tench and I was going to stick at them. But it's an all-rounder Corum. It's a 12 foot. It's a 1.5 test curb on it. And I tell you, I really enjoy it. And the reel is a cheap reel, like. It's a quick impulse. And it's a 400 size. And it came with 8-pound line. And you know, that does the job. It does the job for me anyway. At the moment anyway, it does the job. And we'll see how long it's going to last. But I'm happy with it so far, and I've caught a good few tench. Not a good few, like, but I've caught 4 or 5 tench on it so far. So for me, that's good. And there's a nice bend on it and all. So I'm happy enough with it anyway. We're using ground bait, which I got in Wild Hunter as well.
Daddy.
That seasons. Yeah, 1 second. That seasons. Got that in Wild Hunter. I got that in, I think it was in Archie's place in Cavan Town, or maybe you got that in Wild Hunter. Up over the pet shop there in Cavan Town in Archie's place, you get plenty of ground bait for a pinch. He has everything. Some pop-ups, 12mm. I think they're only for carp. And dead cattle on. My son got them yesterday. Loads of other pellets and all there as well that we're using. We're not stuck anyway today, so we've enough to keep us going anyway for the next few hours. We've enough to keep us going for the next few hours anyway. But yeah, I recommend you go into Archie's. If you live in Cavan Town, you go into Archie's there up over the pet shop. Man, he's loads of stuff in there. No, I haven't been in there in a while. I haven't been in there in a while, but I was in there last week, maybe last week or the week before, and I've got some stuff out there, and there's plenty of stuff in there.
Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, Pet Shop Boys, yeah. But yeah. See, looking down into the water, there's a big massive pike and he's dead, stone dead. Did you not see there was a couple of fish there rising there a minute ago? Did you not see them?
No.
Over where my float was.
Yeah, there's a few rising on my float as well. I fed my eye with some bread. Oh, I could have put it too far out there. I'll try it there. Perfect. Oh no. My float was standing straight, I went to the side.
Two boys on YouTube there, I bought these glasses from them last year and I tell you they're quite good. Snag Bro. I think they're over in Birmingham. But they're good glasses, man. They're not overpriced either, I don't think. I got them about a year ago or 2 years ago. I got a couple of things off them. And I actually use them for everything. Every sort of fishing. But yeah, come on fish, where are you? You should be on the feed now. See, the sun is right in front of me and it's right up here and it's only starting to go down. But it's not even going down yet. But the clouds are blocking it off as well, every now and then. Any bites, Pat? No.
No. Well, there could be something there.
Yeah, I think there is. I think you're getting a bit of a top down, yeah.
Yeah, I get that every now and then.
Hold on now for a minute. Where's... Oh, the worms are there.
Yeah. Did you just throw worms in there? I'm obsessed with looking at that fight, Daddy. I can't stop looking at it.
I'm using a method feeder on the bottom with ground bait in it, just casting it out. But I'm also using a float on the top of it. I don't know if anyone ever does that, like, but I do seem to find that it's helpful. It works. I suppose you could just cast it in and without a float, and you might still get you'll see the rod going. Like, but I prefer the float, to be honest. But and for everyone that subscribed to the channel already, thanks very much, and I really appreciate that. And it'd just be nice to push the channel, you know. And we'll see about a giveaway someday, like. But yeah, I might try and push the channel like to other people, to the ends of the earth if I can. Like, what way do you like fishing yourself? Like, what's the best way you like fishing yourself? Like, do you like a float? Do you like just feeding on with a feeder on the bottom? Or what's the best way do you find? I see the foam when they put the glasses on.
Huh?
There's a couple of rises now, that's your wrong way float, look again.
I might rewind and get a closer cast. I think I'm way too far out. Oh. How far? There's no good. Guys, you know my bread's at the bottom of the water.
I'm finding that there's just too many bees, actually. There might be might be not just sitting on the bottom, right? Best off.
My bread's on the bottom. Should my bread not be halfway?
It would be best off buying, probably buying a rake and clearing out an area. Then that way, when you come back, it'll be cleared out. But there is rises there. If you just throw your float in over there.
Nope.
No, not there. Over a bit more. Yeah, just out around there. That's it. That's perfect.
I'm using a bit of bread right now. I'll eat a drink. Can I go over and get the drink, Daddy?
Like I don't see any of the, I did a while ago, I don't see any of the lily pads moving or any bubbles or anything like that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally you would see that going on.
I probably just have to give them a few minutes and then just start biting.
That was probably a pike, it's a, is that a bird?
Oh, no, it wasn't a bird.
Probably a pike or a bird maybe. I'm really sure.
Will I try over there just in case, like?
Well, you are right there for a minute.
I'll try over there in a minute. Can I run over to the car and get the drink, Daddy?
You want to run over and get it?
Yeah, there's something rising there, mine, so.
Just no, watch the phone, watch the phone. Take the rod back up the other side, please. Leave it that side.
If something takes mine, can you get it?
Don't jump over the rod like that, Matthew. Please, you need to learn something.
Evie, come on. Evie.
We're getting some of that hemp as well, plenty of that hemp seed. I've seen a load of bubbles coming up in one spot just over there, a little bit further out now, being honest, than where I'm fishing. But hopefully it draws them in. Hopefully it draws them into the area for I'm feeding and stuff. Well, they were a good bit away from me, probably about 15 foot away from me maybe. Or less than that, maybe even 10 foot away from me. Yeah, there's rises all over now. It's feeding time now, sure. wouldn't mind that ground bait I have as well. There is hemp seed in with it. Anyway, I just threw in more because I had it there. Such a lovely evening now. Look at that, man. See the top of the water over there, look. Feeding on the top of the water they are.
I'm not on top of it.
Well, like, if you were able to cast out there, you might have the right to say, man.
I don't know if I'm in there. There's something that close to me.
It's one of them ones again when the float just takes off and we keep having it. A lot of bubbles coming up from down here now as well, Matt. Literally just there.
There's something wrong with this float,
Huh?
There's something wrong with the float. I never mind, it's back to normal.
Quick question. Has anybody ever used peas, normal peas, on their hook for tench? It's just yeah, just a question. Has anybody used peas for tench? And do you think they'll work?
I'm using the pea right now. The peas use the roach off the peas.
I don't know.
I'm using it on there, so.
Huh?
I'm using the pea right now. I think I need a bigger hook. Because one of them got off of it again. He was tugging back and he was flapping around.
Yeah. Stop that video there already. Stop the video already. Stop the video there, please. Stop the video. Stop. I just moved again. I moved over. Move on to just over to a different, another part, same river but a different part. I didn't feel like I was catching anything over there, and I want to be close to the car because it does look like it's going to lash. So I just thought that yeah, I'd be over this side. Still not in here, loads of fish hopping here though, but there's still no fish, not here long though. We'll see now in a minute anyway. But it did feed up the other end a fair bit with the feeder and all. So I don't know. I'm not going to be staying too much longer anyway, so. Yeah, so hopefully we do. Hopefully we catch.
I got one. He's tiny though. Daddy.
That's a little perch.
Actually.
Yeah, a little perch. I'll bring you over here and show the camera.
No way.
Little tiny perch. Watch the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe a little perch. That's what we call it. Show me. And right down now, go right into the camera.
There we go.
7. Tell him what to
Ooh. There he keeps moving.
Oh, macho needs a little perch.
Can I release him?
Little small perch. Tiny little fella.
This is my first fish.
Gorgeous little fish also. But yeah, there, look, they talk up there. Look.
Yeah. Wait, can you bring him
On a
closer?
sweet corn. Hungry little fella.
No, I didn't even catch him on the sweet corn. He just bit the hook. Can you bring it closer
Yeah,
to the
he was
water?
going after the sweet corn.
Okay, so how do I release him? Oh no, he's coming back. I just like... He's going back in. He won't go back in. He wants to stay with me. He wants to stay with me. I want to put my feet into the water so bad.
Delighted though, yeah.
Yeah. First fish on this rod. A little perch. It was just like I was spinning. I was
Yeah,
reeling.
you were reeling in the
Dad,
heat up.
there's a giant thing there, slapping on the top of the water. I saw his tail as
You're
well.
after the bread.
Huh?
You're after the bread. Too big lump of bread in there.
Daddy, sweet corn.
Where is the sweet corn now?
And
Oh, it's
just
not in
set
the
in the
book.
pot.
Yeah, they're after the bread though.
gonna try getting another little perch or something.
Cast it out there a little bit, yeah. We'll make it one.
This is why I spin a few minutes ago. I have a few lures in my bag.
What's the interest?
Huh?
Actually, if you're coming
I do
north,
have one. I'm not believing it.
oh, I have to get in a tab there. Matthew's happy out anyway. A small perch.
Loads of minnows feeding on top of the water.
Huh?
Loads of minnows feeding on top of the water.
Yeah, there would be around this area. There's loads of them there.
You know what perch remind me?
Well, we yeah.
Do you know what perch remind me of, Daddy?
Huh?
The perch remind me of bass.
Right.
Because they've got like a big mouth.
Probably.
Oh my goodness. Of course we leave that other spot and there's loads of fish topping over there. In the spot we were casting.
Yeah, but like, there's fish everywhere in the river. Actually, really.
Okay, where's that picking stick? And what do you put in the water?
No, it's not that deep out there either. Matthew. Matthew. Well, thanks for joining me today, and Not many fish, only one fish, perch from that too. But on to the next day I suppose, till we're out again. And hopefully it'll be a good session. I think anyway the tench are spawning anyway, so they're probably a little bit harder to catch. This is what I hear now. I don't know a whole lot about them. I'm only new to this as well. So but yeah, I will talk to you some other day when I'm back in the bank. Fella there's getting hassled on his boat off over there. But anyway, I'll talk to you and God bless. Talk soon.